What's up guys, Sound here back again with another episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. So, I am starting off back in Rogueport and going back to this green mouse and lending him the 100 coins for his start adventure that he needs, because later on this will pay off and will get us triple the amount later on. So, now that I've done that, we are now back over at Hooktail's castle entrance, and we're going to put in the Sunstone and the Moonstone that we got from the previous episode with Goombella to go against the Golden Fuzzy. And now, hopefully, it'll help reveal a way to get into Hooktail's castle. Like magic. Alright, so here beginneth the path to the dreaded Hooktail Castle. Weaklings retreateth. Ye who seeketh to proceed a power of 2 must hitteth both switches simultaneously. Addendum. If you are a Petalburg Koopa, huzzah! Your hold ability maketh this chore a snap. So basically, we need Koops in order to even get into here, so thankfully he did join us at the very end of the last video, so we will utilize him so we can hit both these switches at the same time, roughly the same time, it doesn't need to be exact. And by doing so, it reveals the pipe that will lead to Hooktail's castle. Because, you know, it looks like a pipe anyway, as you can see from here, it's just breaking apart the stony outer shell. And there goes the other entrance, so now we can actually go in, and, oh, with all of my rattling, I forgot. Actually, no, I did introduce myself. Sorry, I'm kind of a bit like everywhere right now just because I have to re-record this part again because the original audio I had for it wasn't compatible with my editing software, so take 2. But anyway, please let me know how your day is going down in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys like the video, give it a like, leave a comment, all those good things I normally say at the end of this video, but I'm saying at the beginning. So, oh man, Hooktail's castle. Stories are all true. This place is terrifying. It's not that bad, but right at the gate, while I'm down here at the bottom, I want to hop across here because there is a badge that I want called the HP Plus. So by using 3 BP points, it will increase Mario's HP by 5. It's basically just switching a level up that you did from BP in exchange for some FP. I don't use it right away, but at certain points in the story, I will kind of dip my toes into using it for a little bit until I get to like the right, let's say, configuration of how I like to play of Mario with his HP, FP, and then BP. Because, for the most part, like I said before, I focus solely on HP and FP, and BP kind of takes a back burner, but I'm trying to be balanced in this playthrough. So now that we're in here, I kind of want to switch back over to Goombella, because we will be going across some new enemies in here, and I want to go ahead and get them recorded into the catalog, so I can fill up that book. So Goombella, please tell us about our flying enemy friends, the Paratroopas. Alright, that's a Koopa Paratrooper. Well, it's basically a Koopa Trooper with wings. Max HP is 4, attack is 2, and defense is 1. I kinda hate how this guy gets to fly. Of course, you can stomp on him and he'll plunge down and be a plain Koopa Trooper. Yeah, do that and he's ours. Stomp him again to flip him over, and his arms and legs are useless. Oops, sorry, that's not true. It looks like you can still wiggle him around a bit. So yeah, just like regular Koopa Troopas and Goombas, once you jump on a winged enemy, they will plummet down to the ground and become the default version of their enemy types. So not too bad, and of course, since they have high HP, Goombella can't really deal damage to them normally until, you know, they're on their backs. Then they can attack them normally. There are some badges later on that will help you pierce defense or increase your attack power so they can, you know, really do that damage, but also upgrading them too will also do that. And since he got back up, I want to attack him so he's back down on the ground. And basically always, mainly what I want to do is just keep them down for as long as I can so they don't get a chance to attack and I can maximize the amount of damage I'm dealing to all of them. So let's go ahead and attack the one in the back just because he has the most health, and one more good multi-bounce could have finished them off, but I guess I decided to just do it the long way. And he got back up, but he's about to get knocked right back down. And he's done for. For the most part, whenever you see an enemy holding an item or a badge, it will be in your best interest to take those guys out first, because they can use those items and they can mess with you. If they have a badge, we won't really have a way of dealing with that until later on, Don't get me wrong, if you do fight them, there is a chance you can get the badge after the fight, but it's a pretty low chance. But later on we will come across a party member that will allow us to take those badges when they're holding on to them. But like I said, that's much later on, and even then, I think I only do it like maybe once or twice, so yeah. What is this? Oh no! Those bones, they remind me of my father. Why? There's no doubt about it. It's my father. Dad! I don't know how you can recognize your dad by his bones, but you do you, Coops. Wait, what's this? Mario, my father's clutching some kind of letter, or at least his bones are. So what should I do? Should I read it? Yeah, read it. Okay, I can do this. I'll read it. Ahem. I came to this castle to destroy Hooktail, but I am stuck and can go no further. So in this letter I shall note Hooktail's weaknesses for those who follow. The dreaded Hooktail cannot tolerate creatures that begin with crit and end in icket. Hidden somewhere in this castle is an item related to Hooktail's weakness. Press A. If one is to have any hope of defeating Hooktail, one must first find that item. Press A again. You're killing me. One last thing. If faced with Ultimate Doom, the Fiend will use any trick to save itself. I have to try to read a little slower just so I can make sure I'm not having too much space in between when I'm done reading and when he actually presses the A button. But then again, I know I was probably preoccupied when I was doing this, so that's definitely shouldn't have taken that long. If you hope to defeat it, do not give in to your kinder nature and fall for its tricks. So yeah, that's just another, well actually no, this is our first warning, or little hint that we need to use an item to defeat Hooktail. Alas, I do not have, okay, now you want to say. My last words go to my son, Colorado. I love you and I'm proud of who you've become. Huh? It's just one word. You don't need to take this long. My son Colorado, not Coop. So yes, this is actually Professor Colorado's dad that we met in the original Paper Mario that Cooper had such an obsession with and that we ran into multiple times during our last adventure. So this is his dad, so that's a cool little tie-in. Not only do we get to see some of our past party members, we also get to meet the dad of some of the supporting characters. Well, one of the supporting characters. I don't think we meet anyone else related to any side characters that we interacted with that much. But yeah. There goes that, and as we continue moving forward, I want to switch back up to Goombella because there is an upcoming boss fight, like right here. You clearly don't value your lives much if you come to this castle to disturb us. Each their own. He will go no farther, and from this moment on, you'll be nothing but bones. Hopefully not pink bones. That looks malnourished. What's with these numbskulls? Ow, oh, watch it, Pushy. They're shoving me around, Mario. So just utilize your hammer. These guys aren't going to fight you. You want to make your way back up to the main guy. You can't first strike him, so just go ahead and touch him, and let's begin the boss fight. Alright, Goombella, please give me the skinny on the red bones first. I might just skip the dry bones in this fight because we'll be going against them later on. That's a red bones, a little too red I think. No fashion sense, you know. Not like us, we have enough red. Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 1. Unlike your average dull bones, even if you pound it to 0 HP and it crumbles, it totally might revive, like a zombie. My advice is to get rid of all the dull bones, then attack the red bones. Oh, and one more thing. Once its friends start to fall, it may create some more. So yes, another thing you can do, if you have an item such as a fire flower, when you use that to actually fight against these guys and cause them to burn or just do fire damage in general, it will completely incinerate the bones so that they do not revive. And the reason why I want Koops is because he has an attack that can attack multiple enemies at once, no matter what their defense is. So that gets rid of all the dull bones, and now all we have to do is focus on the red bones. And I was a stupid. I should have just kept on. I should have used my hammer to actually attack him, because since he has that 1 point of defense, I can't really do any do anything to him damage-wise with my jump, I have to really utilize the hammer. And the the dull bones don't come back as soon as you beat them. They just go away, thankfully. I think it's like all the other members of this enemy class, they do revive afterwards, and that's when you need to use that the fire flowers and stuff like that I mentioned, because that will cause them to disappear so they won't just fall apart on the ground and eventually revive. So thankfully just one more good hit and we'll be done, and of course he's going to make himself yet another friend to back him up in this fight because he is about to get knocked down. So anyway, I mentioned before I had to re-record this episode, so this is my second time doing it, and I'm actually recording it right after the next part that I'm doing. So, what did I want to mention? There was something that I said in the next episode that I feel I need to clarify on because I wasn't as clear as I should have been. Oh, duh, now I remember. So, the reason why we need this badge. So, the badge that starts with, the cricket badge, basically. The reason why we need that is if you don't use that to fight against Hooktail, their attacks will actually be a lot more stronger compared to if you do use it. So if you don't use the badge, Hooktail fights at full strength, but if you do use the badge, it actually does weaken her, so she does less damage than she would normally because she's got that stomach ache. And I'm just gonna bypass this bio completely just because I already started talking about something else, and now we're like halfway through this, and you'll probably see. No, you probably won't see this at the end. Actually, no, I will. I do have a bunch of bonus videos in mind too afterwards when this is all done, and I'll probably use that to show off the just the pictures and whatnot of the enemies, even though you guys have seen them right now. I make it a point to show all the enemies at least once, and then we skip them unless we go against a new one, but I will try to show off the catalog later on, once it's all finished, because after we finish the main story, there are some side stuff that I want to do, such as finishing and recording all of the requests. I'm calling them requests right now because I don't want to name drop the actual thing in case, some people haven't seen this, which is kind of unrealistic since this game came out in 2004, but in case you didn't and you want things to be left, a mystery, I'll say requests that we have to do later on, and the Pit of 100 Trials, which is something I personally have never done before in the original, but I will do it in this one just because, it's something I want to record and do, show off the game as much as I can, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And over here is a shine sprite, and I explained what shine sprites are in part 7 just because I didn't know I got one in this episode, but just to re-clarify, just like how in the original Paper Mario where we are able to upgrade our partners, we are able to do the same thing in this game. However, instead of using Super and Ultra blocks that we did in that game, we'll be utilizing the shine sprites, and instead of 1, we need 3 in order to upgrade one party member. And towards the end, my goal is to make sure that everyone is fully optimized so that going into the final fight against the last boss, all my partners are as strong as they can be and have their ultimate moves available to them. So anyway, now that we got that block out of our way, we'll use Koops to send the stairway to the other side because we want to get a key that is out of our reach otherwise. So go ahead and grab this, and now we can go further and we'll put the stairway back over to how it was originally, so now actually go into that next doorway. And I believe I did do this first, because if you take this purple block up top, I believe it will get you a star piece, I think? Yeah, star piece. Alright, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and unlock this door and move further into the castle. And is this the main foyer? Okay, I remember where we are now. So I'm not going to go up. Instead, okay, none of these guys actually come alive, so I can keep going through. Because instead of going up, I want to go to this door first, because it has something special that I want. And of course, I want to take out all the enemies that come against me. And okay, good. It stopped following me. And with this one, we need Koops to kind of hold the place for us real quick. So go ahead and come over to the entrance and have him hit the block for us. And then we come across yet another black box, but I am not going to talk to it first. Instead, I'm going to go and get its key, and then I'll talk to it just to save time. So let's go ahead and walk through here to the center, and we obtain the black key, which is used to, of course, open a black chest, and we know what happens every time we open a black chest. Mario, look at that! And of course, we have spikes coming down. Remember this spot, this crack in the wall over here for later on. We'll need to know that later on. They give us like a good 45 seconds to get out of here, but it is very simple to get through here. You'll have more than enough time. If you're wondering what happens in case you don't get out of here in time, it's an automatic game over. Man, that was too close. We had a lot of time left, so no, that was not close even remotely. What the heck? Hey, guess, it's been a long time since anyone came here. A real long time. I think my last video is that dude over there. Huh? You heard me? Wow. Wait a sec. If you can hear me in my voice, he must be some legendary hero or something. Or not. To be honest, I'm sure anyone with ears can hear me. But it sure is fun zinging people with that whole legendary hero bit. Hey, but seriously folks, I was wondering if you could help let me out of this chest. I've been locked in here so long, I'm starting to cramp up like you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is find the key and let me out of here. Easy. Huh? What do you mean? You think you'll be cursed if you open the box? Ridiculous. Who would do that, really? Wait in a box and curse, folks? A real slimeball, that's who. I'm not a real slimeball, and I would do no such thing, but that should be obvious. Look, if you help me out, maybe I'll help you out. You know, a little I scratch your back, you scratch mine, except in reverse order. Of course, you don't have to if you really don't want to, like finding a black key is hard. But we've already got it, so let's go ahead and open up this bad boy, and let's scratch his back, and watch him maul ours. Why, only the most idiotic pudding-brained dolt would fall for a scheme like that. The castle straps prevent anyone who's entered this place from ever leaving it. No matter which path you take, you're fated to waste away to a slow, painful end. But wait, there's more to this great deal. Out there on a free curse, no charge. Oogly boogly boo. I really hate saying that. Now you're cursed, doofus, and it serves you right. This curse is more curse-worthy than any curse that's ever cursed you. For this curse makes you like a piece of paper when you press and hold the R button. Ooh, what a curse. Who curses like me? No one. Maybe Eminem. Now I shall show you just how frightful a curse is. Go ahead and press and hold the R button. Press and hold R now. So I had to actually pause this and bring up my emulator because I had the wrong button mapped to the R, so now I am able to actually do this ability, so that was my bad. Just look at yourself, how embarrassing for you. Eat a sandwich, Skinny. Do you understand what this curse means for you? Yes, I do. Thank you. Let's move forward. Then farewell, you dumbbells. Alright, so with that, we are now able to actually go sideways and go through these bars, and we're going to go ahead and go through here because this is the badge that we've been looking for that was mentioned in the letter from Colorado's father. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and take out this guy, and that will be the end of today's episode. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. If you guys like the video, give the video a like, leave a comment, all those good things I normally say at the end of these episodes, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we go further into the castle. So until then, see you later.